Hey, so if you want to make more money and sign more clients in your business, here are the skills that you need to learn. And the skill learning process I have found, I've grown to like it. I've actually grown to find it quite empowering because it's growing things that are within you that you can apply to all areas of your life. So when you grow your business in this way, you will grow relationships and friendships and other areas of life. So it's really valuable work, but it's also not glamorous. It doesn't feel as progressive as going and doing stuff. We can very much get caught in the I'm physically doing stuff, I'm clicking buttons, I'm changing things, so I am progressing. And we can often think of this like inner work as a little bit fluffy and like less tangible. So here are the skills that I know when I look at my clients as a cross section, there are some that get exceptional results really quickly. And these are the skills that these people pour their effort into deploying and building because they have the most profound effect. So the first one is stay in the course. When they have a plan and they're like, I'm going to show up on LinkedIn every single day, it's in a diary. They show up every day. They don't let their thoughts and their life pull them off track. They don't have thoughts like it's not working, so I'll change and I'll go over here and I'll do TikTok instead. Because when you do that and you don't stay the course and you don't engage with the reasons that you chose this path in the first place, you have to start again. You have to go and learn all that stuff again. You have to learn a new platform, create a community on there. So you actually are taking yourself 3 or 4 steps further behind. And it seems like it's easier to do that than put the effort in to learn the skill to make the thing work. So they stay the course, they choose the simple plan and then they commit to learning the skills to make that work instead of getting disappointed and going and changing it because that keeps them stuck in that cycle. It doesn't help them progress. The other thing that they do is they learn how to make decisions quicker. They see, like, I've got missing information, let me go and get it. I'm going to decide with the best resources and thoughts that I've got right now. And doing that will help me. That's how I get new information and new skills and new thoughts and new resources by going with what I've got now instead of waiting for it to be perfect, waiting for all the info. You're never going to be able to do that. It's just going to keep you stuck. So they get very decisive quickly. And then when expectation doesn't meet reality, which is normally what happens, they don't hit themselves with a stick. They're like, look, I made that decision with the best tools that I had. Now that that's happened, I see this. I couldn't have seen that if I hadn't have started doing this. So they speak to themselves with supportive thoughts. The other skill that they have is they're open for things to be different or for them to be wrong. And I always say to my clients, you can be correct about the current way of working and keep the way of working, but you keep the current result. And I know you're not happy with that, with the money in the bank and the number of clients. Or you can be open to be wrong about this and try something different for creating this new goal. Which one do you want to do? So they're just really open to hear things. They're open to try something that they've been closed off to before. They want to know why. They're a little bit more curious around that, and that helps them take new actions. The other thing that they do is they act quicker with less thinking. So they have a thought, I know what, I'll do a live. And they might have the thoughts, oh, I've never done that before, or yeah, but that's beyond me. I can't do that, but they'll quickly be like, how do we do it? Why do I want to do it? Why is this good for me? Why is it good for my business? Why is it good for my audience? I could get value out really quickly that way over and over again. I'm going to learn how to do that. So like and then they get into action faster. And one of my clients did this and she was thinking it's going to take her a long time to get good at going live. And actually she started on her phone and she just recorded herself and actually she sent it to me in WhatsApps. And then she was like, it's no different sending it to you than putting it out there. So I'm just going to start putting it out there. And I said to her, when did it start getting easier? And she said on the fifth to 5 to 7 videos that she put out. And I'm like, and how long did it take you to do that? And she said, oh, I committed to doing one a week. So by the second week, by like the Tuesday of the second week, I actually really starting to enjoy it. Same, I had one of my clients who was like, I actually think that I'm really copywriter, I'm really good with words. Why am I not communicating this via like direct message with people? Why am I not DMing people? And she's just had some thoughts that stopped her. And so she did it, and she was like, "This is like so easy. People want to communicate. I'm adding value here. I'm booking sales calls." And she told herself for about 4 years, "I can't do DMs." So the people who learn the skills to act quicker and get out of the unhelpful thinking and have some supportive thoughts to help them as they do it, get results faster because they're physically doing the thing. They're not letting their brain drama stop them. Um, and the overall message with these skills are that instead of like flip-flopping around, they're choosing to learn the skill to sell the thing. I'm choosing the price. I'm not going to like reduce it or increase it when I get feedback. People thinking it's too expensive or too cheap. I'm going to hold this price. I love the reasons for this price. This is the price I want to get good at selling. That as an example. Or I'm choosing to show up on LinkedIn. I am here showing up, learning the skill until we make it work. That could take me 6 months, that could take 12 months, but I am going to do it. And I'm not going to give up because these are my reasons why I want to do it that way. So they're the skills that's and how it pays off is because you skill up in that like foundational stuff. Whatever you do, wherever you decide to show up, you will make it work. And you're not wasting time in taking 10 steps further back by changing things. You have to start again. You have to start building community, you have to start like learning a new platform. That's going to take you so much longer than just learning the skill. But all that's happened is we have thinking about that and go, it'll be quicker and easier to do that instead of learning the skills to make it work. That's it, that's all that's happened. And this is the fundamental part of what I coach people on, especially in the group in the sales refresh. This is what we coach on week in, week out. And it helps keep you on track on your simple marketing plan to convert more opportunity into paid work. So that's what happens as a byproduct of this, like faster and quicker. So I'm going to put a link to have an information call to have a look at the sales refresh and come in and join us. You can see in that call where you are, where the gap is in the money, what you want to be achieving, and I can pinpoint with you the skills that you're going to need to work on, the thoughts and the beliefs to help you with that, and the actions. And I know we're so heavily focused on actions, but if the skill and the belief, the thinking about it, isn't underpinning it, we're just going to be in tactics all the time and marking that against these like unrealistic expectations and then thinking that things are not working when in reality we just haven't gone the distance, we haven't done the sticking power to make it work because we've got thoughts and we've got a lack of skill. So that's what I have on offer for you. The link will be in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you in the diary and talking about if the sales refresh is the right level of support for you in your business right now. I'll see you soon.